So the first king of the gods was Uranus, the sky. Yes, I choose to pronounce his name like that. His mom-wife was Gaia, the earth, and they had a bunch of kids together, namely the many-limbed Hecatoncheires, the one-eyed Cyclopes, and the more or less normal-looking Titan gods. Uranus tossed his Cyclops and Hecatoncheire children into Tartarus because of their ugliness, much to Gaia's dismay. So Gaia gave her Titan son Cronus a sickle so he could chop off his dad's junk and become the new king of the gods and set his siblings free. But once released, Cronus saw them and said, "Oh wow, you guys really are ugly as fuck, never mind," and sent them right back to Tartarus. So then Gaia helped the Olympian gods free their uncles and usurp their father. But once Zeus was in charge, he tossed the Titans into Tartarus, and Gaia said, "Okay, apparently I haven't made it clear enough that I don't want to see any of my kids imprisoned in a primordial abyss." That's kind of been the whole idea behind these divine rebellions, but I guess no one got that. Now, according to the Greek poet Hesiod, when Uranus was castrated, some drops of schlong blood landed on the earth, and from these, Gaia eventually gave birth to the giants. Then in Pseudo-Apollodorus' narrative, she sent these giants to usurp the Olympians. The gods received a prophecy that the giants could only be defeated with the help of a mortal hero, so they enlisted the aid of Heracles and set out to do battle. The giant Alcyoneus was invincible due to a totally broken healing buff as long as he was within the land of his birth. So, under Athena's advice, Heracles picked him up and brought him over the borders of Pellene, where he died. The giant Porphyrion was defeated when Zeus made him fall in love with his wife Hera, and while distracted, he got his ass smited by a thunderbolt poison arrow combo attack. Heracles also teamed up with Apollo to kill the giant Ephialtes. Dionysus bonked Eurytos with his staff, Hecate burned Cleitos with her torches, and Hephaestus yeeted some hot iron at Mimas. Athena skinned the god Pallas to create armor for her battle with the giant Enceladus, though this act alone was apparently enough for him to nope out of the fight, so she tossed the island of Sicily on top of him. Polybotes also was pinned under the island of Niceron thrown by Poseidon. Hermes took Hades' cap of invisibility and took out the giant Hippolytus with a stealth attack. Artemis shot Gradion, and even the Fates stepped into the ring to help kill Agrias and Thoas. The rest were killed by Zeus and Heracles. This wasn't the last time the gods would have to deal with giants, though. One time, a Thessalian princess named Iphimedia fell in love with Poseidon, and the two of them hooked up and conceived sons named Otis and Ephialtes. No relation to the Ephialtes from earlier. These two brothers quickly grew to massive size, reaching over 50 feet in height by the time they were 9 years old. They were also strong enough to defeat Ares, who they bound and stuffed inside a jar. He'd spend 3 months in there until Hermes arrived to let him loose. Otis and Ephialtes decided they wanted to take the goddesses Hera and Artemis as wives, so they began stacking mountains on top of each other in order to reach Olympus. However, Artemis transformed herself into a deer and leapt between the giants. The two of them, not wanting to pass up some good old-fashioned impromptu game hunting, fired their bows at the animal, only to shoot each other dead. Whew, well that's the last time I have mutually consensual intercourse. You're right, that's certainly the lesson we should be taking from this.